If you don't buy them, you won't smoke them, right? That's what I thought. Smoking is not something you need to do, bro. God is trying to tell me, my body is trying to tell me, what the fuck does smoking do for you? What's good tonight, everybody? How you doing? My name is Malik Suave, back with another video. Today I'm gonna be telling you guys how I quit smoking after 6 long ass years. It all started when I turned 18. My drinking began around the same time my smoking did. I never hit the vapes, but I always saw them around, and it was a new thing for everyone. But I like to say to myself, I don't ever want to try it because I know I'll get hooked, which is exactly what happened. I started smoking, I got hooked, and sooner or later 21 came around and my smoking became way worse than it was when I turned 18, because now guess what, I'm able to buy them myself. I don't have to go to a local shop that I know sells to younger folks. Bottom line is I turned 21 and it got really bad, where I was getting sick most of the times that I would get a vape, and despite me being sick, as smart as I fucking was, I would continue to fucking smoke it, and it was no good, obviously, right? The way I would get sick is I would get strep throat, and it would get inflamed. My throat would get inflamed, and it was just really bad, very painful. Sore throat, I'd rather have a headache over a sore throat any day of the week. I'll tell you, it's terrible. I hate it. Not only was I smoking, but when I smoked, I enjoyed drinking, and those two combinations, as we all know, are not very good. And like I said in my previous video, ask yourself this question: what the fuck does smoking do for you? I'm talking about smoking vapes. Weed is a different story, another video, but I'm talking about smoking nicotine vapes. I would hear it all the time: these are just terrible for you, don't smoke them, this and that. And I wouldn't listen. I'm a 21-year-old, you know, smoking these things, not caring, you know, I'm young, I'm healthy, I feel good, this and that. But then when I get sick, it's like dude, like God is trying to tell me, my body is trying to tell me to stop being a dumbass and get this shit out of your body. It's not meant for you. Like, you're not supposed to do this. So whatever, 21, 22, and then 23 comes around. Age 23, this is where I'm at now. I figured, okay, bro, you got to do some shit, because smoking is not something you need to do, bro. You don't need this. You don't want this. Clearly, your body don't want it, and it's not good for you. You could be way more far off if you do not smoke this shit. I tried chewing gum. That didn't work. Quitting cold turkey, and that would have worked, but then relatives that lived in the same house as me, they smoked those little vapes. So it was really hard to distance myself from the actual vape, because I tried quitting cold turkey, and what I told myself was, if you don't buy them, you won't smoke them, right? That's what I thought. But these relatives were smoking them and giving them to me whenever I wanted, you know what I mean? So a lot of homies too. So what I did was I just kind of stopped hanging out with certain people. It became pretty easy, but not the easiest. Like, I was still hitting their thing, but at least I wasn't buying it, so I wasn't smoking it every single day. But every time I would smoke this thing, I would get sick, and it was terrible for me. I mean, obviously, I've said it a million times, Jesus. Nothing really worked, and I kept going back to it, not purchasing them, but I would every once in a while purchase them. Not as often as I did, like where I was really bad, and to the point where I had to have 2 on me. That way I had to if I had to reload, I had this one right here, and I have to go to the shop and be itching my fucking neck. I tried doing that, and I did research, and I found something, and I don't know if you guys already could guess, but they're called Zyns. It's not a paid sponsorship. I don't think they would pay for a 200 subscriber channel. I think this is the safest way to take nicotine, because I mean, I'd rather damage my gums than my lungs, you know what I mean? It sounds pretty bad, but I mean, I've done some research, and I know that nicotine is not considerably bad for you, but it is addictive. I have found these to not be as addicting as the vapes. Now, I will say, when I first took it, I didn't like it, but the second one I took, I heard good news about it, and maybe it was a placebo effect, but I got to work. I took one, I popped one in, boom, got to work, and I didn't feel like, you know, that sore throat. I didn't feel like my stomach was hurting. I didn't have the shits, you know what I mean? Like, I felt good, and I could still move the same way. My lungs were, you know, they felt healthy and strong after taking these and stopping vaping. After I started taking these, I didn't even want the vape no more, because I was at the point with the vapes, you know how your tolerance kind of goes up. For me, at least, I used to smoke those and I'd get head change, and now I don't get no head change from it. I really don't get a head change from this, aside from like the wake up call it gives me. Like, it gives me a little bit of energy. Maybe it's a placebo effect, but I use that in my favor. Anyways, yes, Zyns work, and I really recommend it. I know you guys that know what dip is, would never do Zyns because you don't like dip, but I promise you it's not the same. I've never tried dip. I would never try dip. Disgusting, knock on wood. But yes, Zyns are the way to go if you want to quit, and I have no problem quitting these. Now, I did last month in June, I did a 30-day challenge where I didn't smoke, didn't shoot up heroin. It worked out pretty well. I didn't even Zyn. So that should tell you how easy it is to quit these, because I could not quit the vapes for 30 days on my own. Like, I had to hit it. If I saw my family members, I would take a hit. If I saw friends, and now I don't even want to touch the smoke because I know how fucked up I feel when. Why would I do that when I have these? You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to push anyone. If you've never done nicotine or anything like that, I'm not trying to recommend nothing. But I will say that if you are trying to quit smoking, that these are the way to go. And I'm trying to help you guys out here. Like, if you want to take my advice, you can. And if not, then fuck me, right? Like I said, I'm just trying to help y'all out, and I just want to give you guys some pointers, you know what I mean? Because I have experience with this, and I just don't want y'all to go down the same road I went down, you know what I mean? I'm not acting like I'm in a fucking terrible position. I don't want you guys to think I'm like fucking itching my neck and fucking sitting on a corner or something, you know what I mean? I'm doing all right for myself. Putting myself in a very vulnerable position right here telling you guys this, because I do not like talking very much. But I will say that, what the fuck am I talking about? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Later.